Okay, kids, we are going to call this Adjectives Week 2. We're in our second week of working from home, so we will call this Adjectives Week 2. Now, you're going to have 2 pages assigned to you. You could decide if you want to do one of them on Monday and one on Friday, one on Wednesday, one on Thursday. That's up to you. So this is for the week. So if you're taking apart these pages to turn in, just make sure you've got your heading on the top. Okay? So, what this says is, read along with me, okay? A few adjectives change to completely new words when they are used to compare things. 2 of these adjectives are the words good and bad. Good, this is a good book. Better, my book is better than your book. Best, this is the best book I've ever read. Bad, the weather is bad today. Worse, the weather is worse today. Worst, today's weather is the worst of the winter. So all these words can mean good and bad. These are bad, these are in the good family. In the sentences below, circle the correct form of the adjective in the parentheses. So, lunch today is good than yesterday, better than yesterday, or best than yesterday. So, better makes more sense. It would have to be lunch today is the, then you would say best. Okay, number 1. This is the bad, worse, or worst pizza I have ever eaten. This is the bad pizza I have ever eaten, the worst pizza I have ever eaten, or the worst. That would go with comparing the whole, a lot of pizzas. So that would be the worst pizza. Read that with me. My shoes are in bad, worse, or worst condition than yours. My shoes are in bad condition than yours. That's just describing one thing. Worse, worst condition or worst. It's not the worst, so it must just be worse. It is worse than yours. My grades are the good in the class, the better in the class, or the best. We're talking about the whole class, so it must be the best. Number 4, Mother has a good, better, or best set of dishes. Mother has a good set of dishes, a better set of dishes, or a best. We're not comparing them with anyone else. So we're just going to say, Mother has a good set of dishes. This tool is the good, better, or best one I have. This tool is the better one I have, or the best one. We're comparing with all the tools, so it must be the best one. I wore my bad, worse, or worst jeans to the picnic. I wore my bad jeans to the picnic, my worst jeans to the picnic, or my worst jeans. So you've got a closet full of jeans. You probably picked the very worst one that you had. My brownies are good, better, best than yours. We're comparing with 2 people. My brownies are what? Better than yours. You're right. Number 8, this is a bad, worse, or worse snowstorm. This is a bad snowstorm, a worse, or a worse. Well, we're not comparing it with anything, so it's just a bad snowstorm. Number 9, this one looks even good, better, or best than that one. So you're comparing only 2 things. So this one looks even better than that one. That's just comparing 2. Best is out of everything. My brother's ownership room looks bad, worse, or worse than mine. 2 people comparing. My brother's room looks worse than mine. Not the worst in the whole family. Number 11, your tennis shoes have the good, better, or best soles. That's the bottom part. Your tennis shoes have the good soles, the better, or the best. Your tennis shoes have the Out of all the tennis shoes in the world, you get the best soles. Number 12, this headache is the bad, worst, or worst I've ever had. Out of all the headaches in my entire life, this one would be the what? The worst one. You're right. So you can call it a day on that one. Come back another day to do the next page, page 83. And I will see you then. It's going to be on the same tape, so you'll just come back to the same one. Is that okay? So, if you are back, you are on page 83. It would be great to go ahead and head that. Okay, so this is a review of our nouns, adjectives, okay? We are reviewing, looking back and seeing what we've learned. In the sentences below, underline the adjectives like they did here, big and beautiful, and circle the noun they describe. What is big and beautiful? A rose. Do not use a or n. Okay. For example, my dog, noun, is what? Young and frisky. Adjectives, noun. Number 1, Dad bought a new blue car. Dad is a noun, but is he new and blue? Hopefully not. What is? The car. So your noun you're talking about is a car, and what about it? It is new and it is blue. So you underline your adjectives, circle the noun that they describe. Okay, we're not going to circle Dad. Number 2, this winter has been cold and icy. What are we talking about? We're talking about winter. What about the winter? Cold, icy. Those are the adjectives. Number 3, the furry cat hid under my back porch. We have 2 things being described here. We have a cat. What are they saying about the cat? The cat is furry. We're also talking about a porch. What about the porch? Oh, it's your back porch. Okay? Read number 4 with me. The brave firemen rescued the small children. So we again have a couple nouns that are being described. First of all, we've got firemen who are brave. Then we have children who are small. Good. Adjective, noun, adjective, noun. Okay? Number 5, read that with me. My parents bought a new table and lamp. Are the parents being described in any way? No. What's another noun? Table. Is the table being described? Yes, because it's new. Is there anything else there that is new? Yes, they bought a lamp. So the table and the lamp are new. Okay, number 6. Let's read that. Many birds ate from our large bird house. Many birds. Are they being described? No. This is a verb, what they did. From our large bird house. Is birdhouse being described? Yes, so that's the noun we're going to circle, and it's being described as large. Okay? So the American flag is red, white, and blue. Well, we know red, white, and blue are adjectives. They describe a color, but what is it? It is the American flag. That is red, white, and blue. Number 8, Jeff has 1 brother and 2 sisters. Is Jeff being described? Fat Jeff, hairy Jeff? No. Has 1 brother. The brother is the noun that's being described. Remember, an adjective can also tell you how many. And then he's got sisters, and there's the how many, 2. Number 9, I needed a sharp knife to cut the tough meat. I needed a sharp knife. Knife is a noun. What is it? It's sharp. To cut the tough meat. Meat is a thing, and in this case, it's tough. Tough me. Number 10, the handsome man married the beautiful lady. So here we have man, which is a person, place, or thing. Person, what is he? He's handsome. What did he do? He married who? A lady, and she's beautiful. Number 11, the mysterious spaceship landed in the dense forest. A spaceship is a name of something, and mysterious is an adjective describing it. This is what it did. This is the verb. It landed in the forest. That's a noun. And it's a dense forest, which means it's really packed with trees. Number 12, 10 chocolate cupcakes were on the large plate. Here we have a noun, cupcakes, and it has two adjectives. How many? What kind? We're on the large plate. A plate is a noun. It's a name of something you could see, and it's large. The longest race of the day lasted 1 hour. Race, that is the name, and it was the longest race. Hour is the name of something, and there's one of them. Number 14, your tennis shoes look newer than mine. Well, you've got tennis shoes. That looks like a noun, look newer than mine. So your shoes are being described as newer. The young children walked along the sandy beach. What's the first noun that jumps out at you? Children, right? What is the adjective that describes them? They're young. We're not going to underline the because they told us not to. Walked, it's an action, along the sandy beach. Beach is the name of a place, and it's sandy is the describing word. Number 16, 10 clowns climbed out of the tiny car. We've got clowns. How many? 10. Adjective, noun. Verb, they climbed out of the tiny. There's an adjective describing the car. My dog chased the little black kitten up a tree. Now, you notice they don't want us to use a or an. I'm not sure why, because personally speaking, tree is a noun, and I would underline the a. So, my dog is not being described. What did he do? Verb, the little black kitten. We have a kitten who is little and black. And I would go with a tree myself. Susan made 6 bibs for her tiny nephew. Susan is not being described? Are bibs being described? Yes. How many? 6. Nephew is a person. Tiny is describing an adjective for him. Many people attended the big race last Saturday. Many people. People is a noun. There were many of them. They went to, verb, the big race. Race is the name of something, and it was big. Last Saturday. Saturday is a noun, and it was last Saturday. The funniest act had the 2 crazy clowns. The funniest act. Act is the name of something, and it was the funniest. Crazy clowns, how many? 2. Clowns is the noun. Those were crazy clowns, and there were